I just want to push it all the way to the floor and then all the way up, just like 2 or 3, 4 times. Alright. That's good, thank you. It is not turning that thing one iota. Okay, time to take out my accelerator pedal. And you take that out. You have to kind of snake it through this little hole right here, and I'll show you what it looks like on the other side, but it could be done. Here it is. The pedal is, it does fit through that hole right in there, and you just wiggle it through and twist it a little bit. You get it out of there. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, just to let you know, there are some bolts you do have to remove. There's 4 there, which go onto this thing basically. This fits into that hole. There's like, I think 2 over there somewhere, and there's 4 right there on that hole. You just take off those screws and the whole thing comes off, the whole shaft. And then you can pull the shaft out through that hole. Okay, all right, like I said, you just wiggle it, jiggle it, and twist it, and you work it out of that little hole, and then you can get your pedal out. And what I did is I got another one, but it's a little bit different. And here's the problem with mine. Well, for one thing, this shaft right here is bent. And the reason is because when I took it out of the car, or I took my engine and transmission out of the car at one time, I think it just caught on here. I pulled and eventually got the whole thing out, but this thing kind of bent. So, well, it's been like that for years and years. So I'm going to straighten that out. But the main reason I took this out is because, and I can show you, there it is. What it is it's a little pin, roll pin, that holds everything together. And it just rusted and broke off. And it goes right in here. Basically, it goes right in there, and it holds this thing on. So when I was pushing down the gas pedal, I didn't feel like I was getting that much acceleration like I should. I couldn't figure it out, and then I saw, oh, this thing is kind of wiggling. Matter of fact, it was just so bad. It was you know, it was sliding like crazy. The whole thing was broken off there. It was barely moving. So I had to take out this spring. The spring was hard to get off. And, well, I just had to use some force to get it off. Might have twisted it a little bit. Here's a difference between what I've got. This one's mine. Now, as you can see, this end right here is a little bit different. Well, you compare them together, side by side. Mine's a little bit bigger than this one. So, that's just one little difference. Mine is a TR3B, and this is probably from a TR3A. And it's also getting a little bit wiggly right here too. If I move this around on the shaft, I feel a little bit of play, a little bit of give. So that pin needs to come out too. These things just get rusty where those pins are. Well, now the next big job is to try to get out this pin, because I was not able to push it out. this one right here on the end. It did not come out. And if you look in there, that's metal in there. It's the one on the end. I could not get it out. So I'm going to have to get a removal tool. You hit it with a hammer and you push it out. A little tool that you can hit with a hammer and push it out with. So I'm going to go down to the store and see if I can find any, and then look for some roll pins. Okay, I just got back from the hardware store. I bought this 1/8 inch punch that will hopefully knock these roll pins in. There's my broken one, the one that basically just rusted and broke off. That's the original, which you can see there's a tiny little crack in the middle. That's what all these roll pins have. And then what you do is you just drive it into the hole with this. And at the very end, it's got, yeah, that's just what it looks like. So you hit it with a hammer, not too hard, and it's supposed to go in. But I've never used one before, so here we go. Okay, there it is. I just took that little roll pin out, the part that was clogging up. Actually, there were two of them, and I had one in this hole here, right here, one in here, and I had tried to drill a bit, but it would not work. But you get this tool, and you just tap it lightly, really, with the hammer, and you push it right on out of there. So it's pretty good. Anyways, I had to make a little setup here, as you can see. So yeah, that's just what you do. Okay, now I'm just assembling it back together, and I'm following the pattern of this other one that I've got. So basically, there is a washer, and there's a bracket that's faced this way, so the bracket holes are on this side. There's this little spring mechanism, and then there is the lever, and basically there's a little hole right up here where I'm going to put the pin in, and down here this is the original, and yeah, so I just put it back together. So let's see, so grab it right about there, you can see it, squeeze it down. I don't know if that pushed all the way far enough. Push it in. Take it off. Let's see if it's going to stick. Now, put this on here. Hammer this thing in. Still got a little bit more to go. It's about flush, but I'm going to put it. Let's see, so this comes out there a little bit. It's okay. All right. Alright, so there it is, put together. This goes like that. This right here is the bracket. It'll swivel around. There's the new pin, and this piece will go on the end like that. Okay, so there it is, back in place. Those 4 screws, the metal rod that goes down there. There's 2 screws there, and then there's 4 there. The bottom screw is not there because I lost it. Unfortunately, I probably have to order one, but also it is super hard to get that bottom screw in there. So I don't know, but I'm thinking that if I did it again, I probably wouldn't put that cotter pin in. That way I could slide that little bracket up and I could get that bottom screw in. So anyways, just a thought, but it's in. Now to try it out. Alright, took it out for a spin, but there is one little thing left I have to do, which is adjust the pedal height. And there's a little stopper in the back there that's bolt. I'll have to fiddle with that so that I get the right height and the right stopping distance for the pedal. So anyways, otherwise I call it a success. So see you later.